Well, even though he's on a donkey and not on a war horse, and he's not carrying a sword or any kind of weaponry, well, there's a lot of commotion and noise going on around him, and that can scare some people. And then when you think about who Jesus was, he was a very, very powerful person. The people had seen that power again and again, hadn't they? As he had come to get rid of their sicknesses and those spirits, those evil spirits, and even to calm a great storm and to forgive their sins. He'd seen that power. He'd even raised 3 people from the dead. And this was enormous power that they'd never seen before. Now, Jesus had never used that power against people. If you think about it, Jesus never used that power against anyone. He used it for people, but it was a lot of power. And maybe a lot of people at this moment, during the commotion of the crowds in Jerusalem, they were thinking, maybe Jesus is about to challenge the Romans with this great power. Or at least the Jewish leaders. And well, things could get ugly. Maybe there's going to be violence and bloodshed. Well, whatever the reason for their fear as Jesus entered Jerusalem with all this commotion, Jesus knew very well how easily people can get frightened or fearful. We are very anxious creatures, are we not? Sometimes just the rustle of a leaf in the park can cause a little panic, can't it, in our hearts? You can jump. What was that? It was a squirrel or a leaf or just a bird in a tree. We are very fearful, aren't we? We're very anxious.